Good day, everyone. So in Bar 214, Recruitment and Selection, we will now proceed in Lesson 6. It is all about determine the legal issues in recruitment and selection. Well, in Lesson 7, I'm planning to exchange the topic in Lesson 8 because kailangan siguro mauna ang recruitment plan bago ang selection process. So, yun. So may mga changes tayo mangyayari sa ating module. Okay, for this time, we'll focus about lesson 6 because it's also part in your semi-final exam. Lesson 5, 6, and I'm planning to include this 7. Okay, excuse me. Okay, first is what are the legal issues in recruitment and selection? As an HR specialist, especially if you are assigned in a recruitment department, what is necessary to consider? So here, you must know what are the legal issues, and then for you to know how to deal with that. That is why in your major subjects in HR, you have law subjects, no, that those are your major subjects, no, that you need to know so that you will be well equipped in terms of dealing and manning and organization or a department, especially when managing people, because there are varieties of or various of legal issues that you will be encounter in the future. So kailangan si HR is ready for that. Okay, so this is one of the thing that we need to determine, no, what are the legal issues, what are the statutory requirements that we need to consider and we must need to be aware. Now, in the legal issues, usually in the field of recruitment, usually we heard issues like discrimination, discriminating on different grounds, like in the grounds of in terms of the age, disability, sexual orientation, race, belief, religion, marriage, and pregnancy. Those are one of the legal issues that you may encounter in in business organization. So in other words, organizations, especially HR, must be optimistic and must be compliant about the mandated law. Okay, and HR must be proactive, must apply proactive approach in terms of manning different people with their work diversity, and also how to be fair in terms of treating your manpower. Okay, in in terms of treating your manpower towards statutory obligations. Okay, now recruitment, usually nakikita naman natin yan sa ating job hiring. Okay, it also depends on how you do your recruitment. Okay, so in the recruitment, uh, normally nakikita natin kasi ang HR nagde-draft ng mga job description, job specification, ano yung mga requirements natin in making a recruitment advertisement, ano yung mga dapat uh, bigyan pansin, no, in terms of crafting recruitment ads para hindi natin ma-violate yung policy ng government, no? Especially in the word of discrimination. Okay. Uh, Also, as an HR, we need to value people when it comes to diversity, when it comes to their differences, because people are each individual is unique in many ways, no. And then as an HR, we must maintain equality in your people in terms of and you can able. Okay, and also employees and business are be aware of their, and also as an HR, there must be HR must behave or must work accordingly when it comes to non-discriminatory manner to consider legal requirements. And also HR must know how to monitor applications by equalities criteria, kasi merong mga ibang HR na kino-consider lang yung pleasing personality, and how they did define a pleasing personality. It depends on your in your pictures. It's not that, no, the pleasing personality kung maganda siya or pangit. That's not the definition of the pleasing personality. That kumbaga, the personality of the applicant is presentable in the company. It doesn't count kung wala namang pangit and maganda, no? Tayo lang naman nagde-discriminate ng pangit or maganda. Kasi meron namang maganda na tignan mo pero hindi naman siya presentable in the company. So, wala siya sa ano natin. It is the way on how you carry yourselves in front of the managers or presenting yourselves in the company. Okay, another thing also is the thing on how we are organized our training and developments, no, that is needed also to give, no, to provide for the people, especially in HR, that they are the one who do the recruitment and they're the one who select the people. So sa kailangan nila needed to be trained para ma-avoid yung unfair treatment and mga discriminations. Okay? Para aware si HR how they need to behave and how they're going to improve themselves to be more to become a good HR manager and HR people. Okay, so HR also, excuse me, class. Okay. Okay. Now, in the statement here, it also point out here that there is no such thing in the labor code about hiring or institutionalized recruitment, which is true naman, because it depends on how we design our recruitment ads. It depends on our policy. But what is important there is to able to comply what is written in the constitutional law in the labor code especially when you are manning people, no? Kasi may batas naman for anti-discriminatory or anti-discrimination. We have that. Basta importante lang that you cannot able to violate, no, na merong dapat yung kumbaga when you do the work of the recruitment and selection is there must be fairness, there must be the equality and diversity legislations, no, and they usually bans unfair treatment, no, kasi ayaw nila yun. Okay, also pag HR ka, you must familiarize about the legalities in recruitment for and also selection system. Okay, so in this topic, it also protect individual against direct discrimination or indirect discrimination or harassment, bullying, and social status. Those are some of the problems, no, in recruitment and selection that might happen to anybody. So kung ang HR ninyo are well equipped and well knowledge about it, so na-implement niya ng tama ang recruitment and selection na yan. Okay, so that is according to El Coile in terms of equality and diversity. So what are the things that they need to consider about recruitment and selection? So here, they emphasize about the age. Excuse me, class. Okay, so when it comes to age, so not really it's not applicable that an HR must put a particular range of age in the recruitment ads. Like, di ba usually nakikita ninyo na we are offer a job, we open a job about this kind of job and tapos yung ano ninyo, yung job specification ninyo is preferably yung mga 18 to 22 years old, mga ganun. So how about yung mga age na beyond sa 22 years old? Do they have not do they have don't they have the right to have the equal opportunities also? Parang something na discriminating, no, in the part. So avoid putting that kind of um concept in your recruitment ads, ilalagay nyo 18 to 22 years old. So it's not good, and it's also biased to anybody. Disability, it would be better if in your recruitment ads is anybody could be welcome. Yung may mga handicap issues, dapat masasali rin siya. Tsaka regarding about if the employee having problems when it comes to their health issues, when it comes to their HIV or cancers, they are also needed. They have also the right to attain equal opportunity also. So dapat hindi siya i-discriminate as long as hindi naman contagious ang kanyang sakit, no? Contagious sakit is nakukuha niya siya through viral, no? Ganyan na sakit, or through yung face-to-face, nakukuha niyo siya through yung like example of the COVID, no? Example of that, yung talagang contagious disease siya, no? Or kanang sample, another example is yung may mga tuberculosis na sakit, di ba? May mga tuberculosis na sakit na hindi talaga pwede kasi even yung pagsalita niya, pwedeng mahawa. Yung mga ganun na sakit. Pero HIV, hindi naman siya nakakahawa viral, no, in terms of viral. But when it comes to sexual intercourse, yun siya, nakakahawa yan siya. Okay? Pero hindi naman, hindi naman siya relevant sa work na yon, di ba? So, hindi dapat i-discriminate yun. At saka yung mga sakit sa cancer, pwede naman silang bigyan ng chance, no? And as long as they are able to perform their job, pwede naman yun siya. Pero yung may mga sakit na and unable na talaga sila, kailangan nila mag-rest, and then tsaka yung rest nila is kailangan long term talaga yung gamutan niya or forever na yun. So pwede na yun, pwede kayong magbigay ng ayun, pwede pa yun, nabigyan niyo sila ng na kailangan nila mag-rest, so no, hindi na applicable na mag-work, lalo na kung galing sa doktor na sinabi ng doktor na you need to take a rest. Mga ganon. So, tapos may medical support noon. So, pwede yun, no? May mga ganon na cases. Yung mga sakit na contagious or yung mga sakit na able naman, pwede ka naman maka-work, yun, walang problema yung mga ganon na sakit. Or like for example, yung mga HEPA, may HEPA naman, hindi naman lahat ng HEPA ay nakakahawa, no? Like for example, kung HEPA A yun, nakakaano yun, di ba? Yung mga utensils, kailangan niyang gamutin talaga yun. Pero yung mga HEPA B, HEPA C, hindi naman siya nakakahawa in terms of viral or in terms of, may mga ganon na cases. Kasi yung Hepa B is something that is, as far as I know, ang Hepa B is inherited mo yan siya from your parents through blood. Or tsaka yung Hepa C is it's a virus wherein ma-acquire mo siya kung merong sexual intercourse or ginamit niyo yung mga belongings niya na merong mga sharpening object, like yung mga, ano ba examples noon? Mga nail cutter, yung mga ganon. Ano pa ba yun? Basta anything na pwedeng or toothbrush, mga ganyan. So, hindi siya pwedeng gamitin, mga ganon. Okay, so may mga sakit na hindi naman siya contagious talaga na in terms of viral, no? Hindi naman siya ganon. So, dapat yun, binibigyan siya ng chance to work. That's my point here. Okay. Tapos, gender reassignment, it should not be an issue. No, it's not been an issue. Lalo na kung nag-undergo siya ng transplant, that's not an issue as long as meron siyang if he is qualified and dedicated and is deserve to work, why not? No? Pregnancy and maternity, that's not also an issue na para i-discriminate sila. Okay? So may ibang company talagang dinidiscriminate, hindi sila nagtatanggap ng buntis, that is against the law, mga ganun. Meron ng iba bawal sa kanila, no? Tinatanggal nila sa company. So it's a big no kasi ma-violate mo ang employee mo, tapos pwede kanyang kasuhan, no? And then in terms of races, hindi dapat siya i-discriminate, no? Kung ano ang races niya, kung saan siya galing, is not an issue as long as if he is able to work. And the sexual orientation, hindi naman siya problema doon. Hindi siya problema as long as if he is qualified. So, hindi dapat i-discriminate ang kanilang sexual orientation. That's their life, no? This is a free country anyway, no? So, may mga ganun na issue, no? Another thing also, yung mga legal issue is yung mag-hire, yung iba, nagpa-practice sila ng 5-month hire and fire employment cycles. If you remember this, yung mga casual employees, contractual employees, yun, 5-month hire and fire. So, pwede nyo silang i-lay off after 5 months, mga ganon. So, may mga ibang employers, no, company na, uh, excuse me, nag-exploit or nag-violate sila, like using the fixed term employment. So when I research a fixed term employment is different approach kasi si fixed term employment is not necessarily sa i-terminate after 5 months. Nagagamit mo si fixed term employment kung kunyari merang on leave ang empleyado or let's say nag-maternity leave tapos ang maternity leave niya is 'di ba marami siyang mga pila ba 105 days na ba yung mga ganun or nagkaroon ng indefinite leave so hindi mo pwede mo siyang pwede mo i-continue sa kanyang work as long as hindi pa bumabalik yung on leave na employee. So yung iba, parang in-exploit nila yung fixed term employment para as in continuous ang kanyang work. Okay? Pero hindi ka naman as in hindi mo naman ma-avail yung talagang benefits na ina-avail ng mga regular employees. So nakakalusot si employer for that. Why? Kasi pag hindi ka regular, hindi obligated ang company na i-continue yung iba kasi ang benefits na makukuha sa mga regular employees sa hindi regular. Okay, pag regular employees ka, continuous employment mo, continuous din yung mga benefits and services na na-avail mo from the company. So, obligated ang company, no, na bayaran ka. No, cash or non-cash. So, yun yung sa mga regular. So, pag ganun, syempre lalaki yung cost, diba? So, ang ibang company, hindi sila nagpa-practice ng regular employment. So, mas pina-practice sila yung 5-month hire and hindi sila nagpa-practice ng 5-month hire and fire, pero yung dating niya para makaiwas lang talaga sa mga benefits kasi mas malaki ang magastos mo kasi. Comparing the salaries into benefits, mas magastos ang benefits over sa salary kasi ang dami mong i-consider, no? Ang dami mong babayaran, hahati ka doon sa kanyang 60% to 40% kasi 60%, for example, 60 to 40, ano ba yung 60 and 40? Kunyari sa SSS mo, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, so meron kayong sharing sa employee and employer. So, si employee, babayaran niya yung 40% sa kanyang SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, then 40% lang. Ang 60%, ang employer ang magbabayad. So, monthly yan siya na class. And then, forever yan as long as nandyan si employee sa company mo. Regular employees, no? Until sa resignation niya or until sa resignation or retirement, depende, no? So, mas magastos siya actually. Hindi lang naman yan eh. Kasali pa yung maternity leave, kasali pa yung 13-month, kasali pa yung mga seniority pay. So, a lot of mga statutory benefits na na-enjoy ng mga regular employees. So, that is the case that the company trying to avoid the cost in terms of labor cost kasi magastos nga siya. So kaya hindi nila pina-practice maigi yung regular employment. So pinipili lang nila doon sino ang irregular nila. So ang ginagamit nila para hindi sila magastosan sa recruitment and selection, they use, instead of using the 5-month hire and fire, they use fixed term employment. So parang sabi si fixed term employment is continue sa kanyang trabaho when it comes to that. Yun. And then, Okay, lahil akong Ilonggo. Excuse me, lakas ah. Another thing also is yung project employment. Iba rin ang approach ng project employment in the labor law kasi si project employment is si employee will stay in the company as long as the project is there. Okay? Pero not that ano ba? Ano ba ano niya? Hindi siya as kung nandiyan lang ang project. Pag wala ang project, pwede mo na i-terminate pag na-terminate yung project, terminate naman si employee. So, may mga ganon na cases. So, may mga smart practices yung ginagawa ang HR na para makatipid si company. So, that's the point. Pero kailangan ma-justify din ng HR na it is, the nature of their company is a project type. Kaya ang hina-hire nila yung mga employee na for project. So dapat na-orient si employee ng kanyang tatanggapin no, if yung applicant, kung ma-hire si applicant, no, if he will accept the job, eh, project employment yung ina-applyan niya. Yun. Okay. So yun, that is according to the study of attorney M. Campbell for the law on hiring. So yung mga practices nila. Okay, now, in terms of recruitment and selection, I already discussed about this. Basta yung bottom line there is kailangan be cautious ka in your practices sa recruitment selection na hindi ka maka-discriminate sa applicants. Because even in the applicant status, they can file legal complaints against your uh, labor and labor practices. Yun. Okay. Now, best practices in recruitment and selection. Of course, kung ang company does not practicing yung mga yung mga unfair practices or yung mga discriminatory. Okay. So, yun. And then, yun talaga, nagka-follow talaga siya if he is compliant sa mandated law. Now, you will binibigyan talaga ng equal opportunity lahat ng mga empleyado from contractual status or casual status to probationary status, to the probationary status to regular status. Yun. Kasi merong iba, parang lang makaiwas sa gastos is yung walang regular status but ano lang siya, practice yung 5-month uh, hire and fire. Yun ang pinapractice nila or they apply other practices, no? Para lang ma-avoid yung mga avoid or malasan ang labor cost. Yun. So, ang point dito sa lesson 6 is be compliant, be obedient to which is mandated by law, and then avoid doing unlabor practices kasi that can give a negative image in your company, and this negative image will become your brand image in your company, and nobody will intend to apply in your company. Kung meron mag-apply, yun na lang walang makuhang trabaho, so mapunta sa HR is yung na lang, tira-tira, no? Hindi mga qualified applicant. So that's a point in lesson 6. Okay. So that's it. Then I'm going to end up our recording. Okay, so that you can ask questions